Now, there are different measures which the West is in fact considering in order to deter Russia from carrying out an incursion into Ukraine. The West wants to put out an united front against Russia, but there is a controversial gas pipeline that is driving a wedge that has resulted in cracks appearing pretty prominently in the unity of the Western alliance. At the center of this is the much talked about and the very controversial Nord Stream 2 gas pipeline between Russia and Germany. In the latest, the United States in a statement has said that the Nord Stream 2 pipeline will be at stake for Russia if Russia decides to invade into Ukraine.
With regard to Nord Stream 2, we continue to have very strong and clear conversations with our German allies, and I want to be clear with you today. If Russia invades Ukraine, one way or another, Nord Stream 2 will not move forward.
Germany has also been brought on board, with the government working on a strong package of sanctions alongside its allies that will include the Nord Stream 2 gas pipeline. Germany's new Chancellor Olaf Scholz is scheduled to visit the White House on the 7th of February, and he'll discuss the crisis with President Biden. Since its inception, the Nord Stream 2 has been Europe's most divisive energy project. It is a project that is worth almost about $11 billion, and the pipeline runs from Western Siberia to Germany, running parallel to Nord Stream 1. It connects Ust-Luga in Russia with Greifswald in northeastern Germany. The pipeline makes Germany's dependence on Russia even bigger. The Nord Stream 2 could, of course, heat over 26 million German homes, enabling Germany to act more independently in the energy market. For several years now, both Berlin and Moscow have maintained that this is a commercial project and nothing more. But Nord Stream 2 has some very crucial geostrategic implications. The pipeline passes through the Baltic Sea, and this means that it bypasses Ukraine and has deprived it of almost about $2 billion in terms of transit fees. Now, over the years, Europe's energy reliance on Russia has become a crucial shield for Vladimir Putin. Moscow provides almost about 40% of all of Europe's energy supplies. For Germany, the figure is almost about 50%. Now, here's a graph that shows us to how dependent Germany is on Russia for cheaper gas. In December 2021, the Russian gas pipeline was Germany's biggest supply source of cheap gas for heating. Now, for Berlin, losing this large chunk of gas imports will, of course, be very detrimental. To compensate for this, it will have to increase the amount of electricity it generates through coal-fired power plants at home, or it will have to import its power from its neighbours. Now, for Western Europe, Russia is its largest single supplier of cheap gas. Should Russia decide to turn off the tap of the cheap gas, this could lead to complete chaos across the continent. Energy costs will skyrocket, and millions across Europe will have to deal with power outages in the middle of winter. So the question, of course, is what options does Europe have for now? Currently, it is depending on the United States to look for alternative supplies. And the United States has said that it is working overtime to shore up supplies from places such as Qatar, but this isn't a silver bullet that Europe needs right now. But emergency supplies from Qatar could, of course, sustain Europe for the moment in terms of the availability of cheap gas. Australia, too, has offered to provide additional natural gas to Europe in case Russia decides to cut off the energy supplies. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.